Hey guys, I'm Natasha and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing with a new makeup brand that I've never heard of until I saw someone talk about it in a video today. Actually, Tati was the one who talked about it, and it's from Sally's Beauty. So Sally's Beauty has got some makeup in their store, and they have this brand that I don't know if it's one that they own or if it's just one that they're really promoting in their store, but it's called Collab. And I think they have a lot of new products that people haven't talked about it a lot because I haven't heard about it before. So I went into my local Sally's today and I purchased 3 items. I purchased their matte foundation, their liquid concealer. They have several different types of concealers, and then I purchased their translucent powder, which I'm excited to try that one out. If you've been on my channel, you've seen my latest videos, and I've done a lot of powder tests, so I'm excited to see how this one wears. Let's get into this video. I am going to put on this foundation first. I wasn't able to get any good swatches online or any really good examples in store of like the colors of the foundation. They did have a wide range, I believe, but I'm kind of confused on the selection. Oh, it comes in a pump. This is a really nice bottle. So in store they had bottles that looked the same, but the one had the matte glass and then the other one had the glossy clear glass is normal glass, and I'm assuming they have 2 different types of foundations, a matte one and that one must be like a dewy finish one, natural looking one. I don't know, but be sure that you get the matte one if you want that one when you're in store and not the other one, because they do have the same colors. So I was thinking that the one might be a newer edition of the other one, but I think that they're actually different formulas, so watch out for that. So I don't have anything on my face outside of my eye makeup, no primer or anything. I'm just going to do what I normally do with my other foundations and put this to the test. I'm not doing a full day wear test right now, but I'm just going to apply it and we'll see how this goes. Let me see. Hopefully this is my shade. They also said online that it oxidizes a lot, so I'm hoping this one oxidizes because that seems like it's really light for me. But we'll just go with it and I'll bronze up my face. So I don't know how much of this to take. I took like 2 pumps. That's really light for me. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna take my little sponge and blend it up. This is actually really light. Really light. So I have this beauty mark right here, and as you can see, this is about medium coverage. I think what happens is it's winter time and I get whiter, and then I think I'm whiter than what I actually am. This foundation dries really fast, so you have to kind of work with it quickly. Okay, so the foundation is on and it's not too bad of a color compared to the rest of my skin, and I feel like it's changing color already. It's very dewy looking right now. It's not drying down matte, but I do know that it is kind of dried down. I can tell already that you probably won't want to apply this with a brush. I have to test this with my fingers and see how that does. That's usually how I apply my foundation. Fingers or this velvet sponge, which this is doing a good job. Okay, so let's get to the rest of the face. I have their concealer. This shade that I got the foundation is an Ivory number 2. She looked much darker on the website, the little shade thing that they had. So if you're my skin tone, get like a little bit up. They have their foundations going from like a low number to higher number. So this is number 2. So if you want a darker one, get like 2.5 or 3 or 4, something like that. Alright, now I'm going to go into their liquid concealer. It says No Flaws Liquid Concealer. 28 ounces, I mean 0.28 ounces, and no other information on here. We will just break into it and see. Oh, this is a nice color. This is the lightest one. You see, this is in Sand Beige. I must feel like this concealer is not warmer than my foundation, is it? That'd be awkward. Let me feel this blends out. It's really thick and nice. It reminds me of my Catrice Camouflage, Liquid Camouflage. And I think the foundation was like $13 in store, or $13.99, and the concealer and the powder were each like $12.99, something like that. I'll put all that information in the description box below. That blended out nicely. Yeah, that's nice. Did a little bit of brightening, but my foundation is so light. Alright, let me get into the powder. I really like, ooh, the packaging. It came with a little puff. Let me get this little sticky thing off. I believe this is a translucent shade. They have other shades of their powder. It says Setting the Stage, Soft Focus, Translucent Finishing Powder. Not other, it's just like the ingredients that's on here. Let me try this around. Put some powder in. Oh, so this is a nice yellow shade. And if you watch my other videos, I did a comparison against the Laura Mercier and the Coty Airspun and the Coty Airspun and the Fit Me. I'll link those videos. But in those videos, I talk about how the Fit Me and the Laura Mercier powders are more yellow, and then the Coty Airspun one is a little bit more pink, and this one is yellow, which I've been liking that a lot lately. Now I'm going to take some of this on my sponge and set my under eye. We're going to do a little bake and see how that goes. This is really soft powder. Really, really soft. It's almost like baking flour. I've been loving doing this line on my face. I think this shows a lot of how the powder performs, because it really goes into your skin whenever you bake like this. The line is really obvious. You just powder up the forehead. See if I can make this foundation a little bit more matte. I'm worried that it's going to get oily throughout the day, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to let my face bake for a little bit, and then I'll be back. We'll brush it off and do my contour. Alright, so right before I'm going to brush off this bake, I want to show you this little sponge that came with it. So with my Laura Mercier little mini powders that I got a tiny little sponge with. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see. So this is a Laura Mercier sponge. You can kind of see how soft and squishy it is, and it's really nice. This is a little sponge that Collab gave me. And it's not as squishy. The Laura Mercier one is much softer. And this one is a lot more dense and harder. And this one's really fluffy. So just in case you got the little puff and you were like, oh, that looks similar to one of these. No, it's different. It feels different. This one's texture is also much softer. But anyway, let me get to brushing off my bake. You can see already that my skin looks a little dry. Now, I don't know whether to credit that to the bake or to the foundation. And I feel like it's pulling a little bit. Like, do y'all see that on my forehead? Where it's brown up there? That just came off. The foundation, like, it's literally coming off with me rubbing my forehead. That's not cute. It's not cute at all. So even though that weird forehead thing is happening, we're going to continue and do my bronzer, which I have a feeling that that's also going to move. Make my foundation move. Okay, let's go in. So whenever I do the bake right here on the side of my mouth, the line usually stays when I do bronze. It's staying just a little bit, not as hard as the Maybelline Fit Me powder, but it's subtle. It's still there. I'm still trying to get over the foundation that moved on my forehead. God, that looks bad. Okay, let me do my nose. It's also doing some weird patchiness on my nose, which I don't like. And I don't know whether that's because the foundation's not full coverage enough or because the foundation is just weird. Okay, now I'm going to go into a deeper bronze. If I can intensify the warmth on the face a little bit more. At least my face isn't looking as white. And the foundation oxidized slightly, but not too much. So the shade might actually work for me in winter time. If I wear it again. See, let me put on some blush. And now for the cake topper, the highlight. My face does not look bad. The pores, my pores are filled in really nicely. It does a similar job to pore filling as my favorite Catrice foundation, which is fabulous. It oxidized slightly, but only enough to match my skin, and it was actually kind of really light to begin with, so keep that in mind when you're buying the shade. Sally's they do returns. If it does not match you, be sure to take advantage of that. They're very nice about their policies so that you can get one that actually matches your skin tone. I only have one gripe about the foundation, and that is the weird thing that it did with my forehead pulling the product as if it's kind of patchy up here whenever I brush the bake off. And I don't know whether that has to do with me not setting it with powder, because I set it here and this is doing fine, but this I did not set and it did something funny. So I'll have to try that again and see if that was the problem or if the foundation just moves. So I'll have to keep playing with it, but that's definitely something that I'm not going to throw away. It's nice. The concealer I really, really, really like. It's not creasing. The color is nice. The coverage is nice. I'm going to be using it again for sure. It's going to be sitting up on my shelf, and if anything changes, I'll let you know. This powder also seems to be really nice. Now keep in mind, this is first impressions. I have not worn it throughout the day. I have not tested it to see if it becomes oily or greasy or makes my skin break out, anything like that, because I have very sensitive skin. I will keep playing with all these products and testing them out to see if they do anything like that, and I will update you in future videos. So if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, hit that red subscribe button and ring the bell so you can be notified of my future uploads. But as of right now, these products are really nice. They're really affordable. They have a lot of products in Sally in the store, but they do also have a lot online. Their eyeshadows look amazing, which I need to try some of those out. They have all sorts of products, blushes, lip products, highlighters, all sorts of different things, setting sprays, you name it. And I think that their name, Collab, I saw that they were doing products and shades for like lip products, like with Instagram influencer accounts connected to each shade, which looked really interesting. I need to try those products out. I'll keep testing this brand, and I will update you. If there's any products that you want me to try or new products that are good that you've liked, leave it in the comments below. Also, if you've tried any of Collab's products that I did not talk about, please leave that in the comments below so I can know about your experiences. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will see you in my next video. Mwah.